need to see too.
We go on 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's not recording one of us.
Welcome back.
Oh, you?
Me? It's not recording me?
Yeah. No, I got you. It's because I had to. Churlish. Okay. I'm gonna go in 3, 2, 1. I honestly, I didn't want to be the first one to say, "Oh, we're back again," because I feel like it's always me. It's always me. I always start it.
No,
I always say
usually
hi.
we alternate.
You guys always wait for me to talk before you guys start talking.
You want to make yourself like the face of these podcasts. It will not happen. Okay.
Okay.
Only one of us can be the face of the podcast.
Okay, so pause on the timer, as you say. What did you tell me when you were fucking eating just now?
I don't recall.
This man literally said, "Oh, we wouldn't be anything without you. You're our IT guy.
Objection, hearsay.
You're the face of the podcast. You are like the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread." He was literally saying all that to me.
Since sliced bread?
Yeah.
Objection leading.
It's a big claim.
Denied.
Oh,
you never
man.
seen courtroom cases?
Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp.
I mean,
That's where I got it from.
I saw news about it, but I didn't
Yeah.
watch any.
No,
television.
TikTok was full of it, and all you heard was like, "Objection, hearsay," and it was like, "Deny." This was Amber Heard's
Trial.
lawyers
Oh.
saying objection, hearsay, and they were like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, but there's another word for it, isn't there?
I object.
Leading,
Upheld? I'm not a fucking lawyer
leading.
or a judge, because that's the judge's job.
We got any lawyers out there?
The judge would say, "I'll allow it,"
I'll allow it.
or
Sustain.
Sustain. There you go.
But
That's
that's
the
the
word that I
judge-
want. I
judge-
know. That's like, well, if you do an objection and it's sustained, I think it means that your objection is invalid.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing as denying. It's the opposite.
No, it is. It is because like if you are
like he's saying that the objection is sustained. So like I validate the
Yeah.
fact that you're objecting.
She's sustaining.
that's
it,
what
but
Nico's
when you-
saying.
No, he's saying
No, I'm
there's
saying-
another
Oh,
word
you're
for
saying the
that.
opposite?
okay, you know what? I don't know.
Let's
don't
not
know.
No,
get
you don't.
why.
I don't know. We just rant about random shit. How's everybody doing? How's your week's been?
It's been a busy week.
Yeah, it's been long.
It's been about what, like a month since we recorded last, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
is schedule kind of weird because so much stuff happens throughout the month.
I know. I feel like we talked about like, all right, we'll just recap our month, but I don't even remember the last week.
Yeah, no, me neither. You know what's funny too? Like, it's tough finding topics to talk about because I feel like we're all, even though we're like really good friends, I dare say best friends.
No.
Sorry, Carlos, Andres, Camilo.
No,
I dare say best friends. Sometimes it's tough finding topics because like I'll be sitting right and I'll see something and I'm like, oh shit, we can talk about this in the podcast. And then it turns out that like, well, but Juans is gonna sit here like he did last podcast and not know what the fuck we're talking about because he's not really in that world.
I guess
you know
we're
what
not
I mean?
really friends then.
I mean, we just like best friends don't have to have every same interest.
I agree. I 100%.
It doesn't have to
agree
be
with that.
interest, but we can have conversations. But if we
Well-
can't have a conversation continuously, it's just like, I don't care about your opinion.
Well, I wouldn't have an opinion because I wouldn't know what the hell.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not your friend.
If you guys didn't see the last podcast, go watch it on YouTube and just watch me sit in silence for like 35 minutes.
I think it was longer than that. It was literally
While these two
back and
talk
forth.
about TikTok happenings.
Juan was like, objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
He looks so clueless doing his beard. He was just like,
Yo, I think I played with my beard during that one podcast more than I do like in a month.
Like, oh, so that's happening out here in the world now.
You
I
don't
see.
say.
you don't say.
So that's what's dating like nowadays. Okay.
Glad I'm out of that world.
It's like good thing that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, so it's plenty of time to just sit and watch TikToks. And
Yeah,
see
okay,
what's
I
going on.
have plenty of time, right?
I mean, you work from home, dude. I'm jealous because, like, day in and day out, the only reason I hate going to work is because of my drive to work.
Yeah, but hold the fucking phone. You just told me 2 days ago and a friend that all you do is sit in your fucking office watching TikToks.
Did you hear what I said? I said
He said what he hates is the
thing-
drive.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so much.
but when you get to the fucking place of employment, right?
Mhm.
All you do is sit down.
Yeah,
not
but
do anything.
you know, the drive to work, I think it adds like
I feel like that's your fault because you
6
get out of
months.
here.
to my life.
You get out of here with just enough time in prime traffic. And
I
that's why
actually
you get
don't.
stressed.
I actually leave. It's a 30-minute. Okay, according to the GPS without traffic, it's a 25-minute drive. I leave 40 minutes before I have to be there.
Objection here, sir.
Deny.
You don't get to say that.
I'll
I
allow
do.
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up, Juanse. And but the reason is because people in South Florida can't fucking drive.
Look, here's the thing. When I used to go to the office and when I still have to go to the office from time to time, I get out of here 30 minutes before I'm supposed to get out of here to make it just in time because I want to avoid traffic and that whatever you go through.
Okay, so do you want to know what's funny about that? You pleb, because you're a pleb, because I'm salary. You were hourly. So guess what? You get there and you're getting paid from the moment that you step through those doors and you clock in. I don't clock in anymore because I'm royalty. Royalty? I am salary. So
How does he?
So what's a pleb?
I don't know.
a pleb, you know, like somebody who's not part of your common person.
Like a peasant?
Like a peasant, yeah. You're a pleb.
Well, no, because I get to work.
You're
If
a
I'm hungry,
pleb.
I'll make myself some food.
You're a pleb. I buy food because I'm not a pleb. I got
I've never heard of that.
I take
term.
my time.
You've never heard that?
I take my time on my drive to work. I don't get stressed. You know, chill.
Dude, I get so stressed, but it's only because people can't drive, bro. Like I want to go 90 on the Sawgrass, and this motherfucker in front of me wants to go 75. Like no,
Because
it's not
you're
gonna
late.
work. I'm not late. I just like speed. I'm
Just
speed.
running late.
I am
Nico has
speed.
need for speed.
If you had time to make it to work, you wouldn't have been speeding.
Dude, I actually get there with 10 minutes before, and I'm not getting paid for this 10 minutes. Remember,
Yes, you are.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. My salary states 40 hours a week. I don't get paid for more than that. If I'm there for 50 hours, I'm only getting paid for 40.
Who told you to be salary? Be
My
smart.
boss. The company decided to make the fucking
Gotta be
position
smart
a
about that,
salary
right?
position. The drive
I mean,
sucks, man.
there's pros and cons, but yeah, I agree. I mean, you and I, we both drive to Boca. Sebas actually works almost like right across the street from him whenever he has to go in.
He's had to go in once in like 3 years.
You should have found a better company.
I love my company. I just hate having to drive to work.
Yeah, I feel you.
Bro, today a semi almost fucking hit me. And it's because this motherfucker. So, I don't know, man. This guy was speeding on a semi, which, you know, it's of course like 75 miles per hour. But I'm going into the Sawgrass, and there's like 3 semis in each lane. So this guy decides to go all the way to the left lane. You know, now we know, you know, and in the Sawgrass or in the expressway, highway, whatever it's called where you're from, the left lane is the fast lane.
Yeah, it's like trucks, semis are not allowed.
They're not allowed to be on it. Well, this motherfucker decided that he was gonna get on the left lane. Well, I got on the right lane and I passed one of the semis, and then I was gonna pass into the middle lane. But then the semi decided that he wanted to get off the left lane now. So now he wants to go into the middle lane once I'm already in the middle lane.
So my question to you is, how many times does that happen to you that where like people are stupid driving in front of you?
Bro, every fucking day, at least 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's
Okay.
going to say this.
No.
I'm not, I don't
Due
want
to process of elimination.
I'm going to
right?
mute your fucking microphone
The
right
common-
now because I know where this is
The
going.
common variable always happens to be Nico.
No, the common variable
And his
is
drive to
dumbass
work.
drivers.
So there has to be some fault of you wanting to speed and running into said dumbasses. I'm using logic here.
I'm selling a younger brother if anybody's interested in buying him. He is very opinionated, especially of opposite things that I am.
You know,
He's free, basically. I'll pay you to take him.
Does that not make sense? You know, the common variable just happens to be Nico speeding 4 times. in
Okay,
like
you're
one-
not
1
wrong
week.
about that, but you're wrong.
I don't know. I mean, I think any single time that I drive, I always have to encounter some sort of asshole-ish driver out there.
Yeah.
And you know what's one of my biggest pet peeves?
I never had that problem.
Maybe
Because
because
you
you're
don't
the
drive. or you're the asshole.
asshole. Somebody's cursing at Sebas.
I'd rather be the
You're
asshole.
such a
than-
fucking liar because I've been in the car with him when we've encountered assholes.
Yeah.
But I'm chill about it. I don't
No,
get
you're
stressed.
not.
This guy's over here willing to pull down his window like, you motherfucker. I
Who?
hope you him.
Oh, because you went like this. I was like, me?
No, this guy.
I only do it when it like okay.
Nah, Nico's like ready. Like he's
that's
like, you
true.
guys
Yo.
want to smoke? I'll give you the fire.
There's
too.
been maybe 2 or 3 times where I've gotten to the point that I have to like hold myself back from crashing into a person.
Nah, Nico's
Okay,
like
no, not a
I don't
person,
go
but like
that-
a car.
I don't go that far. Like I know, I cherish my. No. I've been close to getting out of my car, right? Like Florida man, like full on Florida man, fist fight in the street. I've been close to
Yo.
that. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me tell you this one time. I was on the left lane. I was going my regular speed, like
Speeding.
whatever, 80, 85.
speeding.
And some asshole on the
Law
phone,
is 70.
not on the
65
Bluetooth.
actually.
Shut the hell up.
He's commentating.
The guy has his phone on the left, so I'm guessing he's sort of like blocking his peripheral vision to the left. And without putting a blinker, no look for human life, he just decides to, swerve onto the left, right onto me. I had to like freaking slam the brakes, and this guy just goes like, I'm mouthing the words, I'm sorry. Dude,
Okay, so question to you.
pedal to the metal. This car went like, I thought it was gonna explode, and I just got behind his ass, and dude.
Okay.
I was seeing red.
Question to you. If you would have been following the laws of the road and you were going 65, would you have been better prepared for that?
Yo, I don't fucking like selling. Bro, why are you doing this? What is wrong with you?
Sebas, you act like you drive the speed limit.
Bro,
I do.
No, you don't.
This is the man that tried to race a fucking cop without knowing it was a cop.
Oh my
got pulled
gosh.
over and got yelled at and almost arrested.
No, actually,
For speeding and
ran
running-
from that cop.
Yeah, well,
I wasn't racing
Oh, that's
that night.
much better, motherfucker.
But that's when I was like, what, 20 years old? How old were you
You
guys?
still look like you still
guys are
look like you
older
act
than
like
me.
you're
What the
20, bro.
fuck?
You still.
Well,
act
this
like
was
you're
in my 20s.
20. This was I'm still in my 20s. Fuck it. Yeah, this was in
No.
my 20s.
I'm talking about like, this is like my first year of being 20.
So you were 20,
Nah,
not
he's
20s.
full of his.
No, I was actually 19 to 20. Yeah. That's because that's right when I got my car.
Yo, I had a guy that cut me off and then got mad and started flailing his out of his window when I didn't do anything. Like he cut me off, and this is one of the times when I was like, "Fuck it, I don't even care. Like I'm just gonna keep driving." And then he starts like making signs with his hand. I actually pulled up to him and I was like, "What the fuck did I say to you? I didn't say anything."
Yeah. And I hate when I'm going
And a
like
common
15
variable.
over. Yo, I hate when I'm going fast already. And the guy behind me is in such a big rush, he's like flashing his lights at me.
Oh
Man.
that hasn't happened. To
Now,
me.
see, would you have been better prepared?
No, if I was going your speed, this motherfucker would have rammed into me.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, when that happened to me one time on my way to work, and I was very calm like that. I was like left lane, traffic. I was actually going a little bit faster than the speed limit. I was going 80, right? 65.
So now, had you been following the speed?
For real.
So this guy, and this was like, what, 5 years ago? This guy in a pickup truck, hauling ass, gets behind me, starts flashing the lights. Keep in mind that the lane behind next to me is empty.
The middle lane.
Plus,
Yeah.
it's a semi, so he's not even allowed to
Not
be
even
on
a
your
semi,
lane.
it's a pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
I was
pickup
gonna
truck.
say SUV,
So
but
we have 3 more lanes to our right that are empty. I'm already going 80. I'm already going past the speed limit.
Yeah.
And this man's like flickering his lights. I'm like, oh, this fucking asshole. Right?
Yo.
So I'm going, and then I see him switch lanes. I was like, fuck this guy. I sped up. I didn't let him pass me. I didn't let him pass me. So I
I do that
sped
shit all
up.
the time.
He doesn't.
I do that too.
He goes back to my lane. I slow down again. Back to like 70 this time. He gets behind me again. He's like flashing his light. He switches lane again. I'm like, fuck you. So I sped up again. We got to a point where like I'm like, all right, I'm chilling now. This man gets next to me, pulls out a gun. He goes like, oh, I'm like, what? I'm like, let's go, motherfucker. I kid you not. I literally, this man, I think he got so afraid that I had no fear for him pulling out a gun at me. Or maybe it was fake. Maybe it was a fake gun. That's why he kind of like ran away. I started following this guy. No, the moment I was like, come on, fucking pull over right now. I was like, pull the fuck over. I followed this guy. He got so scared, so nervous that we got to a point where traffic started like slowing down a lot, like less than 50 miles an hour because there was a ramp.
Uh-huh.
He got behind a car, and I couldn't switch lanes, and he got off that ramp, so I kept going straight.
Scared him out of the highway.
Bro, if this man had a real
This
gun,
man big ball. This
bro,
guy.
if this man had a real gun and he got scared of me, he probably thought I was a fucking psycho.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
like, oh my god, this guy.
Like
doesn't
this
give
man
a damn.
doesn't give a
So now
fuck
I do
about his
want to
life.
say, please
Now,
nobody
yeah,
do
no,
this.
keep in mind, I was on the line. I was on the phone with
the 911 operator.
not 911, but the local police. I was letting them know. I gave them the plates and everything because I was like, this man's a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from me,
who's a bigger psycho, me or that guy?
bro, I got to the office. I'm like, holy shit! I could
Did I
have
just
lost.
fucking do
I
that?
could have lost my life.
Yo,
Yo,
and,
it's dangerous.
And
It's
you
dangerous.
see, like, I see videos like on Instagram. Oh shit. Where like people get arrested for road rage and shit because they take it a little bit too far. There's actually a case about this like Spaniard actor.
Oh yeah.
Did
he get convicted?
Yeah, he got convicted.
Which one?
Yeah. No, he's Mexican. He's a Mexican
Oh,
actor.
okay. It was from a couple of years ago where
I
he
saw the video.
apparently some Dominican guy.
I don't know.
in his
Okay,
60s.
it was some older man. So
Yeah, it was an older man.
his brother-in-law was driving him to the airport. Something happened, and the old man, when they came to the red light, got out of the car and banged on the window. Both of the guys got out of the car, and the car started rolling. You can see it on the video. The car started rolling, so one of them runs to the car, and the Mexican guy punches the guy. The guy falls back, hits his head on the pavement, and dies.
And that he got convicted for like manslaughter or
Manslaughter, I think it was.
which
yeah.
is up to 15 years.
It's been like 2 years since it happened, though.
Yeah.
It's been like 2 years.
But he
It's
just
been-
got like
his
the
trial
sentencing.
just happened recently. Yeah,
Wow.
that's why. I mean,
And all of that for you know
It's
Yeah.
crazy because they didn't even insinuate like started the
yeah,
issue.
but he shouldn't have punched.
No,
the
of
dude.
course, no,
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. It's crazy because you didn't start the problem. It was the other person. You retaliated, and now
Yeah.
you're fucked.
The thing is, the old guy. I mean, I don't see it on the video. I can't remember. They said that the old guy was already walking away because there was two guys, and that's where the problem comes in. Like, if somebody's walking away from you,
like he was already walking away from the problem. This guy's like, you know what? Fuck it.
before he ran off, he punched them, got on the car, and they left.
It's just kind of crazy. I mean, it sucks. R.I.P. to the old guy.
But he also made his choice.
But that's what I'm saying.
He
It
also
kind
made
of
his
sucks
choice.
that there are people in our laws allow people to act the way they act without consequences, and when you retaliate,
Technically, he got his consequence.
I guess. But I'm saying when you react to it, you retaliate. It's worse for you if you get caught, right?
Well, he was
'Cause, like,
unfortunate. He was unfortunate.
He could have
enough that
gone
the
in there,
guy
broke the
died.
window, do whatever,
Yeah.
gone in his car and left, and then you're.
But think
you're
about
left
it
with
this
that,
way: he
right?
could have punched him. The old man could have not fallen or anything. He wouldn't have died,
But
and then
you
it
still
would have been an
charged
assault
them.
charge, which is
Yeah, you
much
still-
different.
But it's still a charge, and even though you didn't,
But
start
because he's alive, I don't think the case would have been so escalated. To be honest
But-
with you, he also would have
but
been
no,
in
but
Mexico
here's
because
the
he was
thing.
leaving the country that
But here's
day.
the thing:
And I don't think they can persecute because they
you
don't know
wouldn't
who
be
he
able
was.
to come back. You still
They
get in
wouldn't know
trouble.
who he was though. The
But
only reason
he's
they
still
know
getting
is
in trouble
because the
for
guy died.
retaliating. You know what I'm saying? You're still getting in trouble. There's not
Well, I
like,
mean, you-
oh, the sentence is gonna be lesser.
You
because
assaulted unless you get assaulted first and you can prove that it's self-defense. There's a difference.
No, I know, but
You don't
but that-
retaliate unless they retaliate on
I
you.
don't think he understands what I'm
You're
saying.
trying to defend the guy punching the other guy
I'm
without
not.
reason.
I'm not. I'm just saying it's crazy how, in some instances, the law kind of allows people to act recklessly without consequence, and the person that retaliates towards that person that has been acting recklessly gets the worst end of the stick.
You're saying that the old man acted recklessly by hitting his window, but what's the worst that would have happened after that? He hit on the window, he walked away, it's done. What consequences do you want for that?
You can't control the anger. You can't control your feelings. You actually
Eventually, you're gonna get what's coming to you.
actually
Like, I mean,
let's
he
say-
died.
You're actually instigating violence because why? What's the?
That's where being the bigger person comes in. Nothing happened to you.
But that's what I'm saying. There's
You're
no
letting your
consequence-
ego.
But there's no consequences when it comes to that, right? You can
like
act
what
Sebas
is saying is like, how come this guy is allowed to do this, and then just because you reacted,
I mean, technically,
this
he's not.
action?
If there was a police around and you do that,
But I mean,
the
I don't think
police
a
is
police
gonna.
I don't think a police
they're at least
officer.
gonna say you need to calm down. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me call a cop right now, and he's gonna tell us.
Nico's defending the action because he's the type of guy to go get off his
No,
car.
no.
Like, I'll fuck
No,
you,
if I get out
fucker.
of my car, I'm definitely throwing hands. I'll tell you that right now. Like, if I pull over or if I have the nerve to get out of my car, I'm throwing hands. I'm not backing down. That's just how I see it. That's why I haven't gotten out of my car, because I'm a pussy.
I feel like, all right, the moral of the story, don't think about just that small moment. Think of all the actions that could,
Yeah, that is
like
that
the
is true. That's
chain,
very
the
true.
chain of events that could lead from you reacting to
In
Control
something.
your anger.
in either way, you know, if you're the person who
Yeah, exactly.
loses your temper,
You never know who you're
fairly
going to
quickly,
provoke.
You know what I miss?
don't do it.
I miss when COVID was around. Not because of the disease or anything,
Don't say
but
COVID. Say the vid.
the vid.
vid.
But because
Oh.
there
Blip
was
it. Bleep
there
it.
was there was
Bleep it.
no traffic. Why?
Analytics. They don't like.
Oh,
it.
shut the, that's not fucking true. It's like it's a little scientific term. Anyways,
This guy. He also know about analytics and videos and stuff like that.
I truly don't. I don't think you're right though.
What do you think every single YouTuber doesn't mention in their videos?
That's because people don't want to talk about it.
No, they always.
We are the
they always
controversial
avoid-
YouTuber, okay?
They always avoid saying it because of that reason. Anyway,
Okay.
this is not the type of podcast right now, so go ahead. The vid.
What vid? I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I'm sorry. Because there was no traffic. There was literally nobody was on the roads. Everybody was working from home or unemployed.
Mainly working from home.
Mainly working from home. But you know, that was also a
I do
bad
miss
thing.
being unemployed.
You miss being unemployed?
Yeah.
You mean getting paid for being home. That's
yeah.
what you mean.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What?
I mean, you technically still get paid for being home.
Fucking socialist.
No, but I still gotta do work.
No, I know.
Now they're gonna fire me.
But you know what it is? Like, dealing with people is fucking hard. It's tough. And I think things have gotten, like, customer service wise. And we've all held customer service jobs. I still hold a customer service job.
I feel like, again,
Oh my
To a
fucking
point-
God,
no,
here
to a
we
point,
go.
you're
Here we
right.
go.
I think to a point you're right, but I feel like it also goes down to the person and how they take everything. And I feel like you allow it to get to you too
Nah,
fast.
dude. See, we're gonna do one day in the life, and you're gonna experience
Oh,
what I have to
easy.
deal with. You say that now until you have to deal with the entitled people.
I have to deal
Of-
with entitled people.
No, you don't.
But it's different
Yeah.
face to face.
It's very different face to face. It's very different.
It's very different when they're paying a company for something that you have no control over and they're demanding it
I
because they're
hold their money. I have to deal when they call your company and they say, I want my money back. And your company says, no. They're going to come to me and said, this is fraud because they don't want to give me my money back. Guess
Okay.
what? I got to deal with that. And that's not fun because then we have to tell them, well, Sebastian is a fucking liar. He just doesn't want to do the job to give you your money back.
I have to deal with VPs, directors of safety departments saying, where are the orders of my employees without those orders?
Yeah, but you're talking. You're at this point is an internal thing, right? When you're dealing internally with
they
other
don't
people-
care. They want their shoes because they're top paying customers, and it's like, and keep in mind, it's like,
But this is a different type of customer service. We're taking it from the, like, all right, Nico deals with customer service. Like for his job.
I have to deal with escalations too, because I manage.
I
Right?
have to deal with very, very
Wait,
needy
so
customers.
this is the thing.
We have this thing called concierge and
No,
VIP
I know. I'm not
lines
saying-
where like customers are like demanding stuff that there's no control.
So you should
If it's
understand. So
FedEx-
you should understand
if
how
it's FedEx, there's
how
nothing we can do.
entitled people have become after COVID.
I get it. No, I get it, but I don't let it get to me.
That's that kind of bullshit.
No, you yelled. You gotta yell at yourself because I'm like, okay, let me see. What
Okay,
Okay.
so you might take it. Let's, just for the sake of the argument, let's say you handle it better than Nico. It still doesn't make it any better that they feel disentitled. They're entitled.
According to him, it does.
No, like
No, of
the
course
way
they're
you take it is
entitled.
going to be different.
But see, that's the thing.
An entitled person is entitled.
I
regardless.
actually take it well I wouldn't be a manager if I didn't take it well. I will preface it with that. But I am gonna come here and
assistant manager,
assistant to the regional manager.
That's right. That's
I'm gonna write a letter.
And dude, they do that. They do that, bro. I've had people tell me that they're gonna write emails to the CEO. I had people.
You know what the funny thing is? Now that you mentioned that, they do the same thing to my company, and it never gets to the CEO. I get those letters.
Just throw them away.
No, when I used to work at my old company, that also had to deal with customers to an extent. I loved when they asked like for the manager, and I was like, "Hi, you're speaking to him."
You're speaking to him.
So before
you change the voice, though, you're telling you like, you're speaking to him.
Yeah, this is Juan.
So before we move on, I think we should take this moment to give a quick word to our sponsor.
Get it out. Come on.
Thank you, Anchor.
Quick word to our sponsor. Thank you, Anchor.
So yeah, you know, when you're the manager and you actually get to be the one that says the final no matter what.
I actually saw a video. I don't know. Oh, I just burped. I don't know if it was a TikTok or
Manners.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't think it was a TikTok. It was a video where this lady was yelling to a front desk girl, and she goes like, "I don't want to talk to her manager," and the girl turns around, ducks under her desk, comes back up, and she's like, "What can I do for you?"
Love it.
Dude, it was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah. No, one thing you will never catch me is being a manager. Never.
Because you can't do it.
No, I can do it. I just
Can't
don't
do
want
it,
the
pussy.
responsibility. I
You
just
don't know
want
how
the
to do it.
responsibility.
Honestly,
You can't deal with it.
Worst decision a human can do is
managing
manage
people is a pain in the ass.
I actually enjoy it, you know? Like, I'm not even, like...
yeah,
lying.
because all you do is you get to work, you sit
I
in
hope
your
my boss
office,
is not listening to this.
you on TikTok and you tell your
Your kids, my kids, children,
your employees what to do, and you're like, don't bother me, okay? You already know it. You got my passwords, you got my things, you got everything. Don't fucking
if
bother
that's
me.
for the manager, just say it's you. I'll back you up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's 100% how I do it. No, I like coaching.
Just make me look good, okay?
I like the thing is like people kind of like got this entitlement, and you'll hear me say that a million times, just because I feel like people just became super entitled, and the customer's always right thing became so engraved on people's memories, they forget that they're talking to an actual human being.
Don't you think one could say that maybe you are entitled for thinking that people should not feel entitled?
I'm entitled
to good
because
service?
I want people to treat me like a human being and not yell at me for things that I can't change.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot. I didn't even think about that.
You're taking away people's right to express themselves for a service that they pay for.
Okay, I'll give you an example. I had somebody.
But some people, I mean, Sales, come on. People are irrational as heck.
he just wants to get a reaction.
I know.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm just saying.
He's being entitled.
No. Some people may say you're an entitled one.
And you know what? To a point.
Because you don't want to do work.
That's not true, though.
I mean, here's the thing, though.
To a certain extent. You don't want to do extra work.
How would you feel if somebody came into your job and like, let's say they
told you how to do your job?
Not just that, but they told you how to do your job, and then they told you have to apologize to me.
I'm sorry, I'll not apologize to you.
I'm sorry that I will not be apologizing to you.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not apologizing.
And that's the sort of thing that I'm talking about. Like,
I would have hit him with that.
I have a team member who somebody came in and they wanted to do something and they couldn't do it. Now, granted, there was a mistake done on my staff's side, right? He made a tiny mistake, which caused the transaction to not be completed, right? Guy comes back in. He's on the phone with the owner of the account because he wasn't the owner of the account. And he comes in and he's like, we're trying to figure it out. So finally I look at the account. I'm like, okay, we can do it. It's all good. We can just do it. Sorry for the inconvenience. I said that to the man, right? Then I'm standing there and he looks and he goes like, well, you should apologize to me. He tells that to my staff. At which point I have to cut in and be like, I'm sorry, what is he apologizing to you for? Because yes, he made a mistake as a human. I already told you, I'm sorry that mistake was made. We are going to do this for you now. What else do you need from that? Don't you think it's a little bit entitled that he's asking for an apology after he already got an apology from me and we're already doing the transaction?
Yeah, I will select an apology.
You can.
How about we change?
No, but I get you. No. I'm just fucking around.
I know you
I
are.
in that case, no, yeah, I would have told him fuck off. Like honestly, it was.
And I wish I could.
I told you I'm sorry on my behalf. I will take care of my employees. You and I are taking care of this transaction.
But see, the thing is, he wanted an apology from the staff member after I said that to him.
No, I would have told him like, no. You and I are working together. The branch apologizes you. He right now is on break. Has nothing to do with work. You may have a good day.
You may have a good day. So he picks.
You may or you may not.
No, exactly.
You may or may not have a good
Because
day.
after
And you've
that
chosen
response,
not to.
Because after that response, he may choose to have a good day. But like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just
You know,
gonna
it's
drop it.
hilarious because after, like, I had to call his wife. The wife was the account owner. I had to call his wife. And as I'm talking to the wife, she's like, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm happy that you told him what you told him.
Fucking
She's
asshole.
like, he's just like, I shouldn't say this, but he's dick.
He's a dick.
I was like,
Listen,
that's
people.
hilarious.
If you're the fucking dick of the relationship, your partner agrees. All right.
Yeah, your
and you need to
partner.
fucking change your ways.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you.
But
On behalf of the world. In behalf of the world. Okay.
in, on, like which one?
Both.
Okay.
In and on.
In, on the side, next
At.
to it, on top, on the bottom.
At the world.
At the world.
With the world.
But what I'm referring to when I say the entitlement is because you see things like that happen way too often.
Man, you
Right?
fucking make fun of my English again.
You fucking disagree with me again, and this podcast is done.
We'll call it 2 Juans and a mic. Fuck you.
Okay, that's a little too close to 2 girls, 1 cup, so I don't like it.
I don't think that our younger viewers know what that is. And I don't think
Yo,
they should
don't
know.
Google it. Do not fucking Google it.
The more
Oh
you
my
tell someone not to
God.
do it, the more they're going to do it.
That is true.
I don't remember our demographic.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't remember. I was like, you don't want to remember.
Okay. So we've talked about,
How about one guy? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Sick.
I know where you're going. No, fuck that.
Yo, all right. So on customer service, we touched on, those customers that feel like they're entitled. But what about when you're the one receiving
Being entitled.
poor service? I'm talking about like you go to a
So
restaurant.
really quick, before we continue with that, you just sounded like one of those leaders in a town hall, right? with their employees or team members saying, "Okay, so now you experience what it's like to have received to provide worse."
He makes commercials for a living now. Of course he's gonna sound
worse
like
customer
that.
service. Now let's reverse that and see, and tell me about a story when
Put yourself
you
in their feet.
receive poor customer service.
When did you get? How did you feel?
Yo, honestly, since Vero and I started dating,
Who's Vero?
my fiance,
Oh, okay.
back when
Shout out to Vero.
the vid started, baby, love you.
I love you too, baby.
Dude, I think it was 3 or 4 months of us going to like restaurants out to eat before we got our first good service. Like just
Wait, was this after, before, or during vid?
during vid.
Okay.
But why?
Because
Does
people
that
didn't
matter?
want to fuck you. Wait, hold up.
People didn't want to fuck me.
I think somebody
Somebody-
wanted to fuck him. There's proof.
In that day, yeah. I'm saying nobody wanted to fucking serve you during a pandemic, right? It's like, why the fuck are you here trying to make me sick when
I mean,
have
this
to,
is-
when I'm forced to be
This
here?
is like months down the line.
You know how long people were in panic for?
It was like
There's-
I don't know
there's
where you've been,
people- I
Hunter,
mean,
but it was like years.
There's people
But
still in panic
Florida was like the most liberal state.
Yeah,
where
you're right.
the least amount of people
certainly
were
was.
worried.
Yeah,
here. Of course, no, definitely. I
one
agree
of
with
one
you.
of the states. 'Cause
But
there
you
was
have to
another one.
you have to understand them a little bit, right? They don't want to be
But
there.
even
They
to this
have
day-
to be there. They have so many fucking restrictions with the masks. And so
Okay.
some of them have a fucking face shield.
But at the same time,
Some of them already have to deal with fucking assholes who think like everything was fake. I don't know. I don't care. I
Okay.
don't care about your fucking
Okay.
opinion. I'm just saying in general how they feel.
Okay.
And when you got to the point, it's like, I had enough of you fuckers
All
coming
right.
to the restaurant.
Well, then scratch when we started dating. What about nowadays?
Well, no, I was
I
gonna
get great service.
ask you, what do you think the bad customer service is attributed to? Just like people didn't want to work. I do think part of the reason was because you got to remember, a great majority of people were staying home, not working and getting money from the government, like free money. It's fucking socialists. You know what I mean? Like
for real.
they were literally just. I'm pointing at this motherfucker right next to me. To
They
my
just
right
wanted
here.
to live off the government.
They just wanted to live with the government. So they were getting money. So and then you have the poor
Shame.
person at the restaurant thinking about like these motherfuckers. I'm not saying you were.
It's kind of their fault for wanting to.
But you're
continue to
probably
work.
like, this motherfucker is over here eating while I'm working. He's probably getting a free fucking paycheck from the government, and I gotta be here dealing with his ass. I can't be home playing video games, masturbating, watching TV, whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's part of it. That we're bitter.
But what about now? What about 2022?
They're bitter that nobody's getting money.
I mean, arguably, I think being like a waiter or a waitress, you get good money. There's good money in tips.
Yeah.
So
I think it
why
depends on
not-
your demeanor, though.
Why?
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not be your best fucking self, being the best waiter, best waitress? You
Because
know,
people are entitled.
That is true. It goes both ways. You're not wrong about that. It does go both ways.
I agree with that. But what about, just you can't, until a person is being entitled, we're like, well, I demand to speak to the chef right now. All right, fuck that person. But
What if I want to give my compliments to a chef?
what if all I want? What if all I
With an
want?
aggressive attitude.
What if all I want is enough attention to that when my cup of water is done, you at least come and check in on the table in 5 minutes.
Your attention whore.
So I was gonna ask you, like,
what if
what does it
I'm
mean?
fucking-
Explain to me what bad customer service is.
Yeah.
Because I
You-
think maybe
listen,
everybody
give
has
us
a
scenarios.
different-
Okay,
Give us a scenario.
okay, listen. If I'm in a restaurant, they could get my order wrong, and I'm not gonna say shit.
Because you're a bitch.
I'll be a
Veto's
bitch
the
in that
one who
sense.
does it. Veto's the-
Veto's my voice in that. Veto is my voice in that 100%.
Ladies,
I don't give a
listen
fuck
up.
because
We like to just be calm, chill. You have to do the dirty work for us when you're at the restaurant. If they get my order wrong,
I'm
you better
eating
be
the
the
wrong
first
order.
one to say, "Hey, you
he didn't order
you
that.
didn't order this. What the fuck is this?
Gaston.
Gaston."
No, but listen, I'm asking for the bare
You
minimum.
better make a fuss. If we're dating and you don't make a fuss because I got the wrong shit, oh, you paying the bill.
That's why he's single.
Yeah,
All right.
because I never get anything wrong. That was it's always right.
So listen, I'm asking for the bare minimum service.
Okay.
Just keep.
Set the scenario for us. You walk in the restaurant.
Okay, I walk in the restaurant. I'm
A
sad.
real life scenario like this actually happened to you. It's not some
I
bullshit.
mean, this
that's
isn't
made
the
in your
only
head.
time this has
Okay, but
happened.
pick one from all those because you said it happened like 5 times. You gave a number. You said like 5
You've been saying
times.
it's been ongoing for the past 3 years, so
No. He prefaced the whole conversation by saying 5 times.
I mean, I just threw a number out
Oh,
there.
okay. So you were lying.
so it could have been just once. It could have been just once.
It wasn't just once.
No, but like think back, like Jimmy Neutron. Think.
brain blast.
And think of a time that you remember going to a restaurant and what made it so bad that it makes you feel like you're saying I got bad customer
I had-
service.
We were there for over an hour. I had my 1 cup of water, maybe a beer, and they didn't come check in once until after we were done with our food.
Okay, so they did check in once when they
At
got your
the
food
end.
order. Well,
No.
what about when they got your food order?
The food runner, they didn't even come.
Who took your order?
It was a waitress who took the order. Then the food runner came, brought her food, not the waitress, and we were left to.
What if she saw you guys were having such a good time, fine,
No,
lively
okay,
night,
that's bullshit. No, I'm
having a
sorry.
good
We keep interrupting
conversation
you, but okay.
without interrupting?
I
Listen,
understand where you're coming from. with that.
all I'm asking is if you work as a waiter or a waitress, and sometimes, okay, if the restaurant was swamped,
Full service here.
why not?
He just wants a waiter to stand right behind him and say, "It's full service here."
If a restaurant was swamped, I understand not coming by for 10, 15 minutes. But when you sit there for about an hour's time and you have your single cup of water and they don't even come check in on you once to say, like, would you want some more water or can I get you anything else? Is everything going okay?
I know Vero did not take that like
No, that is bad customer service, though.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh,
I'll say that because part of
She
your
did not
job
take it
is to
well.
make sure
Did she get a
that
female?
no.
Oh,
But
for dessert.
those are typically situations where we're like, all right, well, we're not coming back here.
Or the tip. I mean, that's where you that's your power play right there is the tip.
But then there's people that
And
complain.
I'm not talking about the tip of your penis. I'm talking about like
No,
tip
I know,
that you
I
put
know.
with.
and you have conversations like that, right? And then it sparks up the conversation like, oh, that's where like tips should reflect the service that you get. But then you get conversations from people saying on the other side, it's like they should always be tip should be always, what's the word?
What's the number? 10%? No.
Yeah, 10, 15.
Is that what you're supposed to tip?
I
just put a random number.
What's the word? What's the word?
I mean, I think 10% is
Included?
like bare
Yeah,
minimum.
tips should always be like mandatory.
Mandatory.
On your meals,
Okay.
because all they get less than minimum wage is like, but they're also able to get a lot more than just
Minimum
15
wage,
$14 an hour if you're a good waiter,
Exactly.
right?
I don't think tips should be included.
I don't think so either. It should be relative to the service you gave. That's what it is.
Correct.
A tip is based on the service that you give.
Yep.
If you're not good giving tips, go work at a call center.
I'm a great.
Believe me, they hire anybody at fucking
Oh,
call
yeah.
centers.
Yeah. Listen, if you never worked at a call center, whenever you're speaking and that other person's muted, they're cursing you out.
Oh, they're not paying attention at all.
Listen, if you don't have a job right now, go apply at a call center. I guarantee you,
You'll get
hire
hired.
And honestly, it's not the worst starting pay. At
It's
call
not.
centers.
It's really
not.
not.
But you got to deal with a lot of shit. So
You do have to
that's
deal with
kind of
it.
why
Being on the phone sucks. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
front.
man,
Like we did
I
talk
hated
about
being on
saying
the phones.
face to face is difficult. Being on the phones, it's probably a little bit more difficult because you're being monitored by your supervisors more so than when you're in person.
Yeah, because your phone calls are being recorded, then you get
For
quality and shit.
assurance.
Instead, in person, you could be like, "Listen, motherfucker, I'm gonna give a shit."
Bro, in person, did I tell you guys a story when I accidentally said something out loud that I wasn't supposed to, that was supposed to be a thought.
No, you did not tell us.
I think,
Dude.
but refresh my memory.
So, one of my many stories with customer service, there was a lady. She was irate, of course. I don't know what the fuck happened. She didn't deserve to be mad. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do nothing. It was towards my staff. They were mad at my staff. They called the manager. I went out there. I told them the same thing my staff told them because we couldn't change the rules. We're not changing the rules for you, right? As always, people love to threaten you, right? So I'm gonna close my accounts. So I said, okay. And then I turned around.
Wasn't it that she said that she was gonna write a review?
It was the review. But no, the first thing she said was she was going to close her accounts. I said, okay. I started walking away.
would
and
you
she
like that
said,
in pennies, dimes, quarters?
No. When I turned, I said, okay. I turned around and then she goes like, I'm going to write a review. As I was turned, my back was facing her. I
I
said,
think I remember this.
yeah, go for it. And I started walking away. I did not mean, like, I will say this. Because I'm not a fucking hard ass. I need my job. I can't lose my job. So I did not mean to say that out loud. Like, she was not meant to hear that. But mama didn't raise no bitch. So she heard me.
Have a bitch.
Half. Yeah, that's right. The other half is right there. So she heard me say that. And, bro, she flipped out. And when I realized that she heard me, I just paused. Like, I took a step. And she goes like, did you just tell me to go ahead? I froze and I said, fuck, I said that out loud. So
I mean, what does she expect you to say? Like, please.
I would have
no.
told her. In that case, I think I'm like in a point in my life that I really don't give a fuck. I would like, yeah, we encourage our members to give us some feedback.
well, see, I did double down. I didn't back down. I did double down. When she asked, like, did you just tell me to go ahead? I turned around. I walked back towards the counter. I said, yeah, I said, go right ahead.
I mean, what the fuck else do you want me to do? You told him that you were gonna write a review.
I mean,
what the fuck am I supposed to say?
obviously-
No, don't do it. No, we gotta tell you, go ahead, write a
think-
review. Like,
In your situation, obviously, the idea is don't say shit.
Yeah.
Just internalize it. But
Yeah.
if something spills out, you're not gonna go back and.
I said it. She heard it. I'm not gonna back down because I
Yeah.
meant it. I mean, whether or not I said it out loud and she meant to heard it or not, I still said it and I still meant it. Bro, this lady was fuming when I repeated it to her. There was people at the branch and she left the branch and she was yelling. She was in disbelief. Like, this lady had never in her life. I feel like that thread, like, people think that thread opens doors for them. With me,
Like,
it actually closes
Okay,
them.
give me 1
It's
second.
like
I'll get my manager
I'm
and
pretty
see
sure
what I can do.
she was so pissed off. She said, "Fuck that review. I'm just going home."
I don't. She never wrote a review.
That's what
Never.
I said. Because she said, "Fuck this review, man. They ain't gonna do shit."
I actually called my manager and I told her what happened. I was like, listen.
Oh, so you did double down.
This was with the
Wait,
road.
no,
Huh?
you.
No, I didn't back down. No, I just
kinda-
let my,
kinda
no.
back
I
down.
have to. I have
And
to
if
give
you,
my
if you
manager
say
a
that,
heads
then you
up.
just no, you just let it ride, and your manager's like, "Hey, what's happening? What happened here?" Like,
Well, I'm
"Let's
gonna
fucking write a
forget. I'm
review.
gonna
What the fuck you
forget.
mean?" And we encourage them to fucking write reviews. I told her, "Go ahead."
So I called her and I said,
Was it like a
listen,
pen and
I
paper?
may or may not have told this lady that she's welcome to write a review. I was just encouraging her. We appreciate feedback. That's all I meant. Okay.
Exactly. What do you want? She
Yes,
said that you told her to go ahead and like, aren't we supposed to tell members to give us
Was
their
I
feedback?
supposed to tell her not
So
to
we
give
can
us
improve?
feedback?
Of course we are. You know, that's what it is. As the manager of this branch, I told no member, go ahead.
There you go. Exactly. And that's what I did. I'm a good manager. See?
No, the context of it was like, yeah, go ahead, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck.
That's basically what it was. The context was I don't give a fuck whether you write it or not. It's not going to affect my life. And it's not going to change my decision. Oh, it's so fun dealing with people, man.
Oh yeah.
It's fun talking about it after.
It is. It's some.
And it's
Just
even,
getting
it's
to
even
them.
better when like your bosses just watches it and fires you.
Yeah, bro. If guys, please listen to this. Make sure that you give it a bunch of plays. Watch all the ads.
Yeah, we
I
need
need all
to
the money
make
I
it out
can
of
get
it somehow.
just in case I get fired after this.
We need to make it somehow, you know. And you don't want the next podcast to be like, yeah, guys, so we're homeless now.
We're homeless.
We lost our job.
It's a vlog. Next is a vlog, and we're gonna talk about how we lost a house, how we lost my car.
How we're looking for, we're starting a GoFundMe link.
Yeah. Or our OnlyFans.
Hey, look, Feet Finder.
Feet Finder. Yeah. I got hairy feet.
Feet
Dude.
Finder.
What's feet finder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that could be the topic for the next episode.
We can talk about Feet Finder. Do some research.
Yeah, do some research.
I think there's some free ones in there.
Yeah.
I'd
I don't think
rather
your feet
not.
qualify for it.
No,
But
hell no. I
I'd
got
rather
a
not.
picture of his feet, bro. Woo.
hell, yeah, no. I think
Listen,
you would scare
He
him
was
off.
so embarrassed.
Soccer
when
does things to your feet,
Once it
especially
was-
when people step on it.
Once it was
Oh,
so
yeah.
embarrassed of his feet that when I took that picture, he said, "Make sure you tell people that are not my feet."
What? What picture?
I have a picture. You were changing your shoes during soccer time. I'll show it to you later.
This guy.
I'm kind of afraid of as to what
right?
this
Like,
is.
you have a picture of Juan's feet?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Feet
A
Finder.
lot of things.
Yo, you know what place I miss playing soccer at? AGS. That place was fun.
There might be a tournament coming up.
Yeah.
With no
This will
excuses.
not be
people?
live streamed. The soccer tournament will not be
With
live
the
streamed.
same.
The no excuses people.
No excuses athletics. Yeah. Yeah, guys, we play soccer, and we might join.
We're
a tournament.
athletic.
We're
We don't look like it, but we try.
Round is a shape.
Yeah, the shape of a soccer ball.
Jesus. But I think this is a good spot to end.
We get it here, hey. Unless
Yeah.
anybody's got anything else that they want to add.
I mean, I think I got it all out my chest.
Don't be those fucking assholes, okay?
Yeah,
Don't
bro.
be that customer.
Be nice.
Be nice.
You don't know what people are dealing with, and I know like everybody deals with shit.
Be a
but
good customer. Be a good driver.
Just be a good person.
Yeah, be a good person.
Just be good. Yeah.
And peace and love, baby. You know?
Just think.
P&L.
P&L.
Yo, just think of, don't take your
Nah, you're
stresses
rude.
out on people. Don't take your stresses out on people. You don't know what they're dealing with.
You wouldn't want somebody to take their stress out on you.
Or to pull out a gun on you.
Or to listen, you might find the one motherfucker that's not gonna back down.
No, you know.
And don't be.
You know,
taking
might not be
shit.
as lucky. You just don't
Yeah.
count your days.
Especially in South Florida, dude. People are crazy. Like, just honestly, I do think about it. Like, when I'm driving and I road rage, that's what keeps me from taking it a step ahead. The fact that I'm like, I might get shot. And it's not so much about me.
You don't
Because
think
if I
that
die, I
too
die.
often. You don't think about that too often.
But Topo is left without an uncle.
Man, he's,
Valentina is left without an uncle.
I'm
They'll be
left
all
without
right.
a roommate.
I got life insurance. It's all right. You'll get paid.
But yeah, guys, stay safe out there. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. 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 Bye.